Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, we are talking about the brand new news coming to Pokemon Go, the new season, Max Out. So going in chronological order, we're going to tackle the next Community Day, Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. Kind of out of left field, but I mean, it's a Galar version of a Kanto Pokemon, so like, the new season is going to be all about Galar Pokemon, so it makes sense for something Galarian. But during the event, both Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta will be appearing more frequently in the wild. Can be shiny, of course. And the move that both Rapidash and Galarian Rapidash will be learning is going to be Wild Charge, an electric type move for coverage in PvP. And that's basically it. So PvP players, not bad. Rapidash and Galarian Rapidash are actually kind of nice in PvP. I've used both of them for a while, even before they got move updates. So that's kind of nice, actually. Event bonuses, we're looking at 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon is the big one, so that's cool. 2 times Candy, 2 times chance for Candy XL, Lure modules for 3 hours, Incense for 3 hours, Snapshots, additional special trade for a maximum of 2 for the day, and trades will require 50% less Stardust. And then after Community Day will be the 4-star raids featuring Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. And when you beat the raid, Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta will be spawning around the gym for 30 minutes. Pretty cool. And then field research, Pokestop showcases, web store, community box, event bundles, pretty much the standard stuff for community days. And then not bad. I mean, Ponyta is one of the best shinies from Kanto, hands down. I love that shiny. Galar Ponyta is also a really nice shiny. All in all, for shiny hunting, really good. For PvP, nice, but not really for raids. But speaking of raids, let's go ahead and go over to the next. Go all out with Pokemon first discovered in the Galar region. And this is actually really cool. We're getting the starters, Dreepy, and in the UK, Stonejourner. But let's go ahead and get into this. So we're getting the whole line for Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and Dreepy. The evolutions are going to be pretty standard, 25 for the middle evolution, and then 100 for the final stage, which is dope. Wild encounters. We can get Dreepy in the wild. It's not just in 10kmx. It's not just in raids or anything like that. So that's really cool. We're also getting brand new shinies, which is really cool. We're getting Skwovet and Wooloo. Now, this is actually pretty big because Skwovet and the evolved form of Wooloo, which I don't remember right now, both are really good in PvP, actually. So that's actually kind of dope. And Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble are all really cool. They're the new Pokemon around town. You know, it's gonna be nice to actually get them. And Dreepy, of course, getting your hundo before Community Day, which is gonna be like years down the road if we've seen anything from Axew, Dino, and the like. Max Out special research. We're gonna be getting choose your Galarian partner in a new special research branching paths throughout Pokemon Go Max Out. You'll be able to reach new heights with your chosen partner Pokemon. I'm guessing that this partner Pokemon that you're going to get is going to be one that is able to Gigantamax, not just Dynamax. I'm guessing this is going to be the new height, and eventually they're going to go through the season and kind of work out the bugs of the various Dynamax like raids and getting everything. We're gonna go through all it, break it all down. But I'm guessing throughout the course of the season, we're gonna kind of be able to work out the bugs, and then by the time that we were finally able to get to the final stage of this Max Out special research, Gigantamax will actually be introduced. So that's gonna be really cool, and it's probably gonna be like your Gigantamax version of Rillaboom, Inteleon, and Cinderace. So that's going to be really cool, actually. I like that a lot. In the eggs, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble will be appearing in eggs. 7kmx, complete Galar takeover. No other versions. So that's kind of cool. Galarian Mask, I think this is the first time outside of like Halloween events that Galarian Mask will be available. So that's kind of cool. And then all of these can be shiny, which is dope for shiny hunters. And 10k eggs will also contain Dreep Bees, so if you don't find it in the wild, maybe try your luck with the eggs. Event bonuses, 2 times XP for catching and 2 times XP for evolving. So lots of brand new Pokemon. If you've never been around for any of the Galar events, which I think the last Galar event that happened was like literally years ago, like 2 years ago, I think. Because I remember doing like a special like trip out somewhere for this event, which was a really fun trip. I'll link it over there. Fun trip. Got my brand new Pokemon. It was a lot of fun. But now, Skwovet and Wooloo can be shiny. We're also getting the Galar starters, so that's really cool. Field research tasks will also include the new Pokemon on the block, and Skwovet and Wooloo can be shiny. Collection challenges, Pokestop showcases, web store stuff. Kind of the new normal. And then, speaking of going big, we gotta go big with Dynamax battles. So here we go. We're seeing the Kanto starters, which eventually can Gigantamax, Wooloo and Skwovet. And this is interesting. So the new like catchphrase for the max out season is go out, go big, and go wild. It's interesting. So go big with Dynamax debuts. So these are Pokemon Go Dynamax debuts in 1-star max battles. So it looks like we're probably going to get like a 1-star, 3-star, 5-star situation, and it's going to slowly roll out. They're going to test it with Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Skwovet, and Wooloo, and all of these can be shiny. Pokemon caught from max battle encounters, as well as their evolutions, can be Dynamax during max battles. So from reading this, it looks like any Pokemon that we've had like saved up, ready, and like rearing to go, like any Hundo Charizard that you might have, and you're like, yeah, I get to Gigantamax this Charizard, might not be the case, which means we're gonna have to raid. So we're gonna have to see how this works. But from the reading, it looks like we will have to get new Dynamax specific Pokemon, or later on, we'll get to that. Max out special research. So there will be a max out special research as well that you get tasks focus on max battles to earn max particles, a new avatar item, which is a Dynamax band, and more. The Dynamax band looks kind of cool. Nice. Event bonuses for this: 2 times XP for winning a max battle, 2 times XP for spinning Pokestops. We'll see how this works out. Field research tasks include Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Skwovet, Wooloo, and these can be shiny. Pokestop showcases, and a max particle pack available in the web store. So this starts September 10th to the September 15th. Does that? And then Galar Pokemon will make their debut September 3rd. So from September 3rd to September 10th, it's the starters, and then from September 10th to 15th, now we get Dynamax Raids. So you get basically 2 weeks of Galar Pokemon and a bunch of brand new stuff, which is really, really exciting. Go Battle League. This is going to be its own separate video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to hear that. Now let's go to the season, because this is interesting. Max out. And we see here, these are going to be the new like max raid like battle areas, at least from the APK that we broke down. These are going to be where the raids will take place. We see here Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise as Dynamax versions. So these will potentially be later down in the season when they have either Max Tier 3. I'm guessing Max Tier 3 Dynamax Tier 3 is going to be these guys, and then like Dynamax Tier 5 might be, I don't know, Zacian Zamazenta, maybe Gigantamax Pokemon, something more exclusive. And then we do also see here 1, 2, 3, 4 trainers ready to battle, which is very important because raids as we know them now can be up to 20 players. In the games that these Dynamax come from, raids only have 4 players. And there's only 4 players here. So will we see the 4-player limit introduced here, and what will that mean for Pokemon Go raiding? I'll tell you what it might mean is that small squads might be thriving. So that's interesting, fun. I'm excited. There is this clip, which I will not play because of copyright reasons. And then go out. There's the Max Out special research. Go big, the Dynamax debut. And then go wild. Nothing. They don't tell us nothing. So I'm interested. I want to know how that works. But also, here we go. Rally, in this, they kind of break down a little bit more the max particles situation. There's going to be power spots discovered around the globe. These power spots is where we're going to be doing max battles and can also unlock the max particles. So these power spots are going to appear first, and then eventually Dynamax Pokemon will be at the same place. So you can start by scouting out these spots and getting max particles first. So it's like going to a gym and you can spin it and battle it, and then eventually there'll be a raid. Here it's going to be, there's going to be power spots where you can spin the, I'm guessing the power spot stop, get max particles, maybe items, who knows, and then eventually max battles. Here's what I'm thinking. In the games, they introduced this Dynamax mushrooms, which, if you got enough of them, turn into like a Dynamax soup, and you gave this Dynamax soup to a Pokemon, and now it would be able to Gigantamax. So if you had like your regular Cinderace that you got at the beginning of the game, it can't Gigantamax. You gave it this soup, and now it can Gigantamax. And I think maybe they put max mushrooms down the line as like a rare drop from the stops, from the max particle dens, these power spots. You spin the stop, you might get a mushroom, and then once you get like 10 mushrooms, maybe you get the soup, and then the soup you give to a Pokemon, and then it can Gigantamax. Which I think is why they have Venusaur, Bulbasaur, and Charizard here. Go wild, nothing. Seasonal highlights is actually really slim compared to prior seasons. They are not giving away anything. It's just what you see here. Stickers, go Battle League, hey, go learn more. Seasonal rotations, you know. We are going to be getting Galar Weezing and Galar Mr. Mime, as well as Scraggy for Jangmo as shiny encounters. Galarian Mr. Mime, Galarian Weezing are low-key kind of rare, so that's kind of cool seeing them. And we get our various spawns for the cities, forests, mountains, beaches and water, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere, which is always cool. The 2km eggs, 5km eggs, Adventure Sync, 7km eggs, Mateo's Gift, as well as 10km eggs. Really cool, good stuff, and nothing else, which is different. Usually they show like raids throughout the like upcoming seasons. You can kind of like pick out little things and Easter eggs, but there's none of that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. There's a lot of information, and I'm super excited. And make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more. If you did like the episode, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you in another episode of Pokemon Go.